Hey everyone, it's Anahata. How are you? I wanted to just put together this audio for those of you who have endured any type of challenge this year in 2019, which in some ways I'm sure is everyone. So everyone's going to sort of raise their hands, whether it's a health issue, relationship, learning, a desire that is being met with odds that don't seem in your favor. Or perhaps you're just in the mundane and lacking joy and understanding as to what you came here to do and what the point of life is in a roundabout way. And I just want to remind you that all pain is the wishing for something to be other than it is. I'm going to say that again. All pain is the wishing for something to be other than it is. And what we push against, we activate. And what we focus on grows. And this is all stuff you know. And yet, in the face of our challenges, when we are faced with challenges, we tend to marinate in the pain, in the shame, in the perception of failure, in the programs that have told us, based on other people's truths or our own past experiences, that we aren't good enough, there's something wrong with me, I'll never make it. Happiness is for other people. I'm going to have this health issue forever. I'm going to overlook abusive, toxic patterns because at least it's a connection. I'm going to stick it out in the job that doesn't fulfill me because at least it's a job, etc., etc. All the lies about the resistance we're facing, which is preventing us from moving forward. So I wanted to make this audio to help you visualize a helpful tactic, which I call flipping the resistance. Because if you think about it, when we push against something and we energize that and we pull it from the past into the now and we focus again on it and we cycle that dysfunction and that longing for something other than it is, we are strengthening that timeline potential and that pattern. We are beating that drum. We are vibrating that. And what the universe hears is, you want more of it. That's what the universe hears when that occurs. Now, since that's not true, and we're obviously trying to say, we don't want this, we need to learn to embrace rather than discard our challenges. We need to learn to view them as for you. If you can think of your comfort zone, when you push to your limit, you feel pressure in that growth. There's a point at which it becomes challenging. If we view all challenge in our life as the wall, as we can't go forward, or we begin to shame and blame ourselves for a perception of failure on any level, health-wise, relationship-wise, work-wise, and anywhere in between, joy-wise, we are missing out on the helpful alert that resistance is showing us in the programming that doesn't serve us, that is beckoning us forth to let go and to integrate and to assign a new meaning to it. If you have a toxic relationship and it feels terrible, you don't serve yourself by shaming or blaming yourself or the other person? What if you could look at that pattern as an alert to the programs that you've played in the past that don't serve you, and give it a new meaning and cherish that relationship as being the one that opened your eyes to your inner value and the work that you hadn't maybe done with yourself, and the self-love you hadn't been giving yourself, and the abandonment you've been giving yourself, as an alert to then remedy that. It's the same thing, my dog's barking, sorry, with anything you desire in life. If you try to get a job and you're denied this one job that you really wanted, and you take that as I'm not good enough, I'll never be good enough, and you go into a shame spiral that way, you're activating your limitations again. What if you could look at that as helpful information as to the skills needed to achieve? You aren't a fit for that position. Why? Face those quote-unquote issues and decide to challenge yourself in enhancing your skills, in surrounding yourself with information that's going to make you more capable in that area. How can that rejection serve you? How can you reframe it? This applies to any area, any challenge you're having. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. If we can get past that comfort zone, that membrane, into the newness that awaits, we can systematically cleanse and prune the garden of our subconscious and begin to take the challenge and to be fulfilled by giving ourselves little challenges along the way, starting to develop an autotelic lifestyle where you are totally present in the now without having to pull the past in, without projecting into the future, savoring every moment, looking for the opportunities that are right in your face that often we're denying through our contraction of fear and stress, and really starting to celebrate any challenges that arise for the helpful clues that they bring as to the direction that you're being challenged to conquer. So guys, I invite you to take a 31-day for joy and genius journey with me. And during this journey, we are going to do that. We are going to reframe the toxic patterns, the limitations. We are going to begin to integrate all the junk that's been holding you back, mind, body, soul, on the same page, so that we can become open channels for your divine purpose to arise. Because when you can silence the limiters and the programs that are preventing you from reaching into new terrain, you can actually receive your gift. You'll have energy to be creative, to be inspired, to get divine downloads of information, to point you into a path of passion, fulfillment, where you are serving others with your gift, and in serving others you are fulfilled, and you get more and more confidence as you step into your potent purpose. That's what we're going to do. That is what 2020 is all about, the vibration of 2020. I would love for you to join me. And it's a subscription to the program. And you'll find out more information at www.forjoyandgenius.com. And I'd love to have you on the journey. And at the very least, I hope that this audio has helped you understand your fear in a more practical way so that you can flip that resistance and begin to overcome the limitations, which are beautiful gifts on your path towards your best self. God bless you guys. I love you so much. Talk soon.